Are you serious? Are you serious? We have breaking news coming out of Louisiana. Some of you may know this. It happened last night, but there's another fire also now that is raging not far from there. Here's what's going on. A pipeline explosion down in Louisiana has left one person missing and two people injured. They can't put the fire out. It's like a blowtorch, 40 foot high, just an unbelievable situation and it may take days and days before this thing burns out. Now, meanwhile, one of our online church members, Tabitha, whose husband works for this company on this pipeline, has been called in to help. He, as well as others, many others, are trying to figure out a way how to deal with this fire. Pray for him for safety, okay? Pray for him for safety. And we have that information just now came to us via a text message. We knew about Tabitha's husband worked there, and we knew about this late last night, but I just now bring you information because there's another situation, and that is there is another fire not far from there that has broke out and in Livingston Parish at a bar and is burning, and this place is burning to the ground, and that's just breaking news just now happening not far from where the pipe, it's not because of the pipe, the fire at the pipeline. It's a separate fire, but it's not far from there, but it's very, 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 very suspicious. Now, let me read to you what they're saying online. According to news reports, there were 6 employees that were cleaning a pipeline at the Pardias, I think it's pronounced Pardis pipeline station, when this explosion broke out, resulting in a massive fire that continues to burn. 2 people have been hospitalized, and helicopters will aid in search for the missing employee. It remains unclear whether a valve or a gasket failed. The pipeline source has been turned off, and the officials are waiting for the fire to burn out, but they say it may take days for it to burn out. 60 homes had to be evacuated. The highways had to be diverted. It is a very, very, very dangerous situation down there in Louisiana. Matter of fact, 2 people were injured, but the other one still missing. We need to really pray about that situation. We don't know if that missing person is deceased or not. We're waiting and hoping we can find them. But also, natural gas pipeline in Louisiana setting off this massive blowtorch is where it happened. 6 employees, of course, cleaning the pipelines there. There was witnesses nearby heard the loud explosion. According to St. Charles Parish Sheriff Greg Champagne. Now, it remains unclear whether a valve or gasket failed. Dozens of families have been evacuated from their homes, like I said, in 60 homes. This thing is enormous. This thing is off the charts. Is it sabotage? Is this an act of terrorism? Was this just a simple accident? Just an accident? But the really weird thing is, why is there a bar not far from there now burning down? Okay, what's the story with that? Is it just unrelated, just weird, or is there more there? I don't know. 3 workers from Phillips 66, the company that operates the pipelines, were working alongside 3 Blanchard contractors employees when the high-pressure 20-inch pipeline exploded last night around 7 p.m. local time down there in Louisiana. This thing is still burning. Fire is shooting 40 feet in the air. It's like a blowtorch. It will take many days before this thing burns out. And we need to really pray for the folks down in Louisiana, all right? It's getting, these are the kinds of things that I've been saying, that I've been very concerned about, really for about 2 years. I was worried about, and it happened in Fort Lauderdale, that the airports are just wide open. It's people that are coming into an airport. Nobody's gone through any metal detectors or any screening when you walk into an airport. Everybody's got bags, luggage. They're all going to the ticket counters, checking their bags in before they ever get to the screening. So the way the system is set up to prevent from anybody getting on a plane with explosives or weapons, but there's nothing preventing anybody from walking into an airport with weapons, explosives, or anything else. And that's why you saw this this shooting in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. This is why you saw that explosion just a few months ago down in the airport in Brussels, Belgium. And that's just the airports. But I've also been worried about the pipelines. I've been worried about the refineries. I've been worried who works at these places. Okay, I've been worried about truck drivers with diesel trucks just driving them wide open into buildings and explosions or large crowds of people. We saw what happened in France. Then it happened. So we're seeing this, and quite often in Israel. Ever so often there's a vehicular homicide, somebody just running people over, targeting usually Jewish soldiers or Jewish groups, okay? That kind of stuff goes on in Israel. So there's this infrastructure chaos, this potential for devastation is a real concern. And we got to keep our eyes open, and we literally got to pray, because listen, when the President of the United States is trying to seal the borders, the sleeper cells that are already on the inside, they're going to go to work, okay? They're going to go to work. You need to pray. I'll be back with more current world events and how they relate to biblical prophecy. Well, if you look at it from a biblical standpoint, men's hearts are on evil continually. Every imagination of the heart on evil continually. So I'm praying for all of my brothers and sisters down in Louisiana. We'll be down in Louisiana later this year holding a conference in Baton Rouge. So we want to say hi to everybody down there. Stay safe down there. And pray for Tabitha's husband and for all involved in trying to put out this fire at this pipeline. I'll be back with more current world events and how they relate to biblical prophecy. We're truly living in the last day.